This video contains detailed depictions of real criminal cases that may be disturbing or distressing to some viewers. The following scenes are not intended to glorify violence in any way. Our goal is to educate and deter by shedding light on the reality of these horrific acts. If you are sensitive to such content or are not in a stable mental state, we strongly advise you not to continue watching this video. These contents are not for the faint-hearted and could be emotionally challenging.
I killed 4 little girls, 8 parts of their bodies, and drank their blood. My name is Tsutomu Miyazaki, and this is my story. I grew up in a world that didn't understand me, caught between reality and escaping into my dark fantasies. The demons of my mind grew in secret, until one day they took over. It was August 22nd, 1988, a hot summer day, when I decided to put my inner urge into action. I drove to the rural areas of Saitama and looked for a suitable victim. My eyes fell on a little girl, Marikono, who was playing alone. My heart raced as I approached her and lured her to me. I knew that this was the moment I had been waiting for. I put her in my car and drove to a secluded spot. There I did the unimaginable. I strangled her and took her lifeless body home to have my way with it. I then left the corpse to decompose on a hill near my house. After the decomposition process was complete, I cut off the hands and feet as a souvenir and kept them in a cupboard at home until I was arrested. Then I ground the remaining bones into powder and sent it to her parents in a cardboard box, together with the remaining teeth and photos of her clothes. I added a small postcard on which I wrote the words Mori, cremated, bones, research, and proof. The darkness inside me continued to grow, unquenchable. On October 3rd, 1988, just a few weeks after Mori's murder, I found my next victim. It was Masami Yoshizawa, a 4-year-old girl. I lured her into my car and repeated my cruel ritual. I took her to the mountains of Noguri, killed her and abused her lifeless body. Again, I photographed everything and kept her bones as trophies. It was as if each act only filled the emptiness inside me for a short time before it grew bigger again. On December 12, 1988, a cold winter day, I saw Erika Namba, a 4-year-old girl, on her way home. I followed her, offered her a ride, and she got in. My heartbeat quickened as we drove away from civilization. I took her to a parking lot, strangled her, and took her body home. There I did to the corpse what I always did. I had my way with her, satisfied my needs, and then got in touch with the little girl's family. This time I cut out words and letters from a newspaper and sent them to the little girl's parents. My words were: Erika, cold, cough, throat, rest, death. The days passed, but the horror of what I had done haunted me constantly. I felt invincible, as if I controlled the world. However, my last victim before I was caught was soon to follow. On June 6, 1989, I lured a little girl, Ayako Nomoto, into my car. There I started taking pictures of her and asking her to undress. Then I killed and raped her while making videos of the whole thing from my memory. As the body slowly began to disintegrate and decompose, I cut the body into several pieces. I kept the hand and ate one part and drank a little of the young girl's blood. Then I hid the other parts of the body in a large wooded area from Saitama to Tokyo. A short time later, when I was in a public park, I saw a little girl. She was to be my next victim. I approached her and tried to get into her vagina with my zoom lens, but the little girl's father noticed me and stopped me. Without further ado, I fled the scene as he also called the police. When I approached the park again some time later to get my parked car, the police were already waiting for me. When one of the officers spotted me, he arrested me without hesitation, and my apartment was searched. The investigation revealed the cruelty of my actions. The world found out about my abnormal double life, and I was branded as the monster I really was. During my interrogation and subsequent trial, I realized that there was no turning back. The demons had won, and I was paying the price for my actions. Justice found its way and I was executed in 2008. But the scars I left behind will last forever.